Good night, good night, good night. What's up? What's up? When I say a long time I come live, and I really do live these days, my loves. I have been busy as usual. Like I said, I very rarely will come live between now and the end of exam season. Let me show them my face a little bit. Hold up. Let me switch this camera around. Un momento. But first, before I switch the camera on, let me sort out the live, because we don't like trolls, right? No, we don't. We don't like trolls. What is going on? Why is this not moving? All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Happy Tuesday, Yvette. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Herlexia. What's up, Melanie? How do you do? How do you do, Barbara? Suzette, big up yourself. We'll come for talk, people. Yeah, we have a few things to say. We have a few things to say. Hold on, let me just customize this, cause, yeah. And save. There we go. Good day, Janice. Good day, good day. How are you doing? Hope you are fine. Let me just turn the camera around. There you go, so you guys can see me. Can you see me? Can you see me? Let me adjust my lighting just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let me put the light in. That's a bit better. Good day, good day, good day. All right, brilliant. Okay, good. Glad you can see me. Okay, brilliant. Listen to me now, people. I'm going to open your eyes. Because the HDK and I foolishness. I'm going to open your eyes. Big up yourself, Misty. Because some foolishness may see are going out here around this Jayden Smith case. This so-called rat trap that they said that they set. I'm going to tell you exactly what is happening. You understand? Come on, say somebody want to confuse, And you can only confuse people who are unaware to an extent of the workings of these deceptive content creators out here. The workings. You understand? And I come for open on the eyes. So me now go pussyfoot round nothing. I'm now go dress it up and make it look like it nicer than it is. I'm now go pretend as though everything is all Gucci when it isn't. Can't take the hypocrite thing. So I'm gonna start my mind and I'm gonna make you know exactly what is going on. Right? But before I go any further, so far 60 out of you are on the live. Only 13 of you liking. That no make it. Please to thump up the like button, please and thanks, so that we can get this algorithm jumping. Because I want this message to go out quick and fast. You understand? I want this message to go out quick and fast. Especially for those of you who are very keen on ensuring that we get justice for Jayden. There's a lot of mess happening. A whole lot of mess happening around this case. And it has now changed from justice for Jayden to exploit Jayden. This is why I hardly touch the topic these days. I'm usually talking about other things. And I don't care if whatever I'm talking about isn't even trending. I'm talking about subjects that I am passionate about. Right? And if you notice that despite the fact that this is what I'm doing, my channel is growing exponentially. And that goes to show you that I am reaching for my like-minded people. People who are interested in truth and facts. People who are interested in getting into the depth of knowledge that is out there. Not the people who are seeking gossip, mix up, and bangarang. So I have stepped away from certain things for a while because I am refreshing my audience and I'm making sure I'm holding on to true graduates. You understand? So there's method to my madness. Where do I start? Where do I start? I won't start until I get to 50 likes. So let's just wait. Because someone would like to come to HDK class and sit down in a class and take the information and run gone. It's not going to happen today. I am waiting for the people to like up the live. I'm waiting for the people to like up the live. When we get to 50 likes, then we start talk. In the meantime, let me go and big up the people in my class. Big up yourself, it is what it is. How are you doing? Hey, Pottinger, what's up? Yeah, you finally catch a live. Yes, my love. You know that these days, as I said, I'm very busy. I hardly do lives because I have too much things are going. You understand? Yes, man. I see that. Janice says that she is good. That is wonderful. How is everybody doing? Have you all had your dinner yet? And eat? Do you know what I had for dinner? I had huge king size prawns. I had pasta, and I made this beautiful tomato sauce with some Parmesan cheese. My God, the thing slap. It was so nice. It was so nice. You understand? My husband, he wanted brown stew mackerel. I don't like mackerel. You know, the actual fresh fish mackerel. I don't like it. But he loves that fish. And I made that for him. Honestly, that thing will never pass my throat. I don't like it. Thing don't taste nice. But I made it for him anyway. You're looking lovely. What you up to? Oh, thank you. No, I'm just here. I was about to get some work done, and I said, let me come and talk to my graduates about this because I need to get this off my chest. And like I said, we're waiting until we get to 50 likes because Uno like to come to class and Uno don't like to click the like button, and that is so disrespectful. So disrespectful. You understand? Right? But Barbara, yes, ma'am, we're going to talk. Big up yourself. Hi Blacky. I hope I've said your name right. Big up yourself. Lala, Wagwan. Wagwan Lala, Jacqueline. Big up yourself. So yes, people, we're not gonna start talk until we get to 50 likes. Because listen, I want it, and over here, you notice I don't beg gifts. I don't ask you to super chat me. Me not putting up no cash app, me not putting up no Zelle because we're comfortable over here. But all I ask is the like button to be top so that we can jump up on the algorithms and we can get the message out there. It's all about sharing the knowledge. And if you can share the live, please to share the live. Because I come for just talk my mind, I'm going to say it as it is. I'm not going to hold back. I'm not going to hold back because some of them like to maintain slackness out here. As I said, it's straight justice for Jayden, right? Jayden Smith, this little boy, has been missing for months and months and months. And to date, we have heard nothing from the Jamaican government, nothing from the Jamaica Constabulary Force, nothing from CPFSA, nothing from the agencies, the MPs of the area where Jayden go missing. Nobody from politics now demand it. Just bloggers talking and talking day in, day out. Nobody being held accountable. No progress. The last thing we heard from the Jamaica Constabulary Force was that they have hit a wall, a brick wall, in the progress of the case. That's the last thing we heard. Nothing else. Because Jayden Smith don't matter to Andrew Holness. Jayden Smith don't matter to any of the so-called politician them where run Mandeville. Nobody no business. Nobody no business. It's only the people on the street business. It's only the people on social media business. No, I don't even hear from Jayden mother. It coming like say she no business no more or what? Hmm? Only the bloggers business. But make we talk. 3 more likes and we start. Child of God, big up yourself. Good night, my sis. I'm cooking, may not be commenting a lot, but you're listening. Okay, big up yourself, Barbara. I appreciate that, right? I appreciate that. Let me tell you something. You have some bloggers out here who are going out of their way to exploit Jayden Smith's name. And I come to open your eyes. Because enough is enough, and too stupid out here. Some of you content creators need to calm down. You understand? Because if it's justice you want for this little boy, and you're claiming that you are going above and beyond to get justice for this little boy, why throw a spanner in the works that delays the progress of movement towards justice? Why? And then claim, say, yes, set a rat trap. Now, graduates, you don't know, say, we not have to call a girl or a boy name over here. But you all know exactly who I'm talking about. So this blogger came out here with leaked voice notes that he had in his canon of personal discussions between himself and this cousin here, the one who is the prime suspect in the Jayden Smith case. He claims that he is now making it clear that she is indeed guilty. Father God, first it start with she guilty and the whole of her family for go down and the whole of her family know exactly what they do to Jayden Smith, right? Now so it start, graduates, now so it start. All of us step on the same page, everybody. Day in, day out, we are interrogate the case, we are dig up all kind of things, we are look on timeline, we are look on flights, we are determine whether or not this girl had the opportunity to interact with Jayden. And from our conclusions, what did we decide? She indeed had the time, the opportunity, the chance to do whatever she needed to do with that little boy. We already got there. We already arrived at that conclusion. So how is it that this blogger now feels he has benefited the case in any way? The only thing he has revealed is that he is capable of being duplicitous, conniving, and a damn spanner in the works. Now hear it. He came out here with leaked voice notes of his conversation with this girl. In those leaked voice notes, he was questioning her, trying to get to, well, what time did you land? Blah, blah, blah. The only thing that came out of that is that he discovered that her phone had not updated, even though she insisted that her phone updated to the right time. He discovered her phone did not update. So him claim, me still not accept that. You understand? He then came out to the public and told the public that there is no way, no possibility for Shanique to have had any access to Jayden, to have unalived Jayden when she landed on the Friday the 26th. That there is no way Jayden could have met up with Shanique. Him convince or him try to convince thousands and thousands of Jamaican people that the family was innocent. Him used exactly those words. He bent over backwards, claiming that he could not do this because it would go against his integrity and he could not hold on to this information. And it sits well with him that, you know, this girl is innocent and the whole place a beat her. everybody start drag him. The blogger them start drag him left, right, and center. Because how, when we don't work out exactly how Jayden Smith could have been interfered with that Friday night, we see it clear as day, because from she can go at KFC. She can turn up with Jayden Smith, did they? We looked at the timings and said, no, sir. This not possible. We also looked at Mr. T's timings and said, hold on a minute. If Mr. T is saying that he saw her Friday at 9 o'clock in the morning, that was when he saw her, we concluded that Shanique arrived in the country Thursday night. And if not Thursday night, the wee hours of Friday morning. The wee hours of Friday morning. You understand? We already figure out all of that. This was not news. And after she arrived, and she go meet and go spur tree with this Tammy girl. Go freshen up because she never carry no clothes. This man comes and tells us that it was impossible. That at the end of the day, she is innocent. In a man, I'll produce itinerary. When he produced the itinerary, did he tell you guys that another itinerary was sent and it was deleted? He never tell you no. No. He deceived him audience and deceived the public into thinking this was the only documentation that he received. And then turn around and claim he must set a rat trap. And it's a rat trap him set. And he needed to make her feel comfortable so that when she was talking to him, she would confess. Who the flip is going to confess to a blogger if you have taken the life of a child? On a real? Y'all really bought that? On a really did buy that? How? Do you think Shanique could, in any way, put herself in a position that she could end up telling a blogger that she got rid of Jayden Smith? When he's claiming he's setting a rat trap for her to confess, but the confession never came. You, the public, have been manipulated. You have been manipulated. And I'm going to tell you why you've been manipulated. This blogger did what he did for money. You see all this talk that he's giving you guys? Talking about the fact that he is in touch with his ninjas on the ground. And he's in touch with police officers who are part of the investigation team. I have spoken to the Mandeville police station and I have contacted them. Nobody in that team is in touch with that blogger. They're not in touch with him. At least they haven't confessed that they are to me. They're not in touch with him. They're not working with no blogger. They're not communicating on the case with no blogger. But of course, listen, we know, say, that is Jamaica, right? And if somebody had do something on the slide, they must say them not do it. So as much as this is what I was told, it not necessarily means say something no go so. Because somebody probably had do something behind closed doors. But the exact wording is that, ma'am, if anybody was to do something like that, that is a serious disciplinary action. Nobody not supposed to be communicating with any blogger. Just like I cannot tell you any progress on this case, they cannot discuss the progress or the details of the case with any blogger. You people are such a bunch of manipulative snakes in the grass, liars, honest, dishonest, because you want to draw people to on a platform for a penny. For a penny. Now, the next step that I am going to do is I'm going to call them on live. Me just have to go tap up back my app. But I'm going to tap up my app and I'm going to call them on live. So that uno can see. So nothing goes so. You understand me? And if anything goes so, all of that investigation that this blogger claims that he's doing cannot be admissible to no prosecution. All of it is considered hearsay and interference in the investigation process. A common layman cannot participate in the investigation other than be a witness. You can be an informant. You can submit your information. That is as far as it goes. Do you understand? And once information is submitted, it can't be played on a blog. Tell him to challenge me. You know, I'm going to tell you what I suspect happened. This is not fact. This is my suspicion. So let me clarify that. I suspect that indeed this girl here reached out to this blogger thinking that she had a weak fence and she had an in. I believe that she indeed convinced him and that he was genuinely out here fighting for her. But he did not expect his platform to get the dive that it did. He did not expect his pennies to be affected the way that it was. He did not expect his watch time to drop and his earnings to drop as much as it did. That people started to unsubscribe and scatter. He didn't expect that. And when he realized that he was in fact sacrificing his entire career on YouTube and his integrity, he threw her under the bus so that he could jump back on the wagon for justice for Jayden. And that me say. Because when you tell the people, oh, you know, everything that I have has been submitted as evidence on the case and blah, 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 show us the receipt. Because when you submit evidence electronically, you're supposed to get something as confirmation that you have in fact done so. So show us the receipt that you submitted evidence to the police that you have now come on lives and shared. Because even though you edited out certain parts of the conversation between you and Shanique, you went over on Tiger Live and you play out the whole thing. Like now I know that the person who drove her from the airport was actually Jayden Smith's brother, Romain. You understand? Because that came out on that live. And Chat and Laugh held that clip and has it on her page. So I want to know how it is that you have submitted things that you claim that you have as evidence and sent it off to the police. Yet you are here spreading out all of this information on lives. Like you think so with police are some little squaff. Because at the end of the day, while I know so them slow, they know processes and protocol. And when you submit evidence, you cannot have them on a blog. I run them. You cannot. Because now it is a part of an investigation. And you don't want to taint it, and you don't want to corrupt it, and you don't want it to get out there. It should never have been leaked. The vlogger said the absence of this innocent little boy is a big game, such a loser. Correct. Correct. That's what I'm telling you, say. The only person who genuinely feel it's a Jayden gone out of all of those who came from TikTok is Chat and Laugh. Chat and Laugh with Dulcia. The only. You understand? I don't know Tiger. I don't watch him. I may pass through and see occasionally, and me not really follow the conversation, so me jump off. Right? But I don't really watch him, so I don't know. I know that he's doing a GoFundMe, and I'm telling you that I don't have faith in GoFundMes personally. Because where GoFundMes are concerned, people can withdraw money and the balance still show that it is there when it is not. And me just, sorry, I have to know who I'm investing in, to be honest. And I don't know Tiger. Like that. Right? The only blogger who is on this case that I can say I can vouch for in terms as he's been around and him have him heading at the game, a J Pro. Even though me and J Pro go at it, but know that J Pro is a good blogger. And does good investigative journalism when he is presenting his information. And he's not going to come out here and sell no false story for likes and views. You understand me? So there is no way any of this so-called evidence could have been presented to the police as a part of the investigation of the Jayden Smith case, and it's being taunted out here for content and profits. It would have to be kept under lock and key while they do what they need to do. Otherwise, you are interfering with the investigation process. The only way the police would have said, hey, go on with it, is if they already received it from way back when, and it is found to be useless. In which case, you already know the outcome of what that investigation was. We're not stupid out here. That's why I said to your graduates for a reason, not a season. You can't come pull the wool over for item like that. And then come talking about the fact that, oh, the boy them beat me bad, you know. They beat me bad, you know. Yes, because, you know, I had to set a rat trap like Andre. Don't bring Andre name into this. You're nothing like Andre. At least when Andre I defame him, I defame with him full chest. Do you understand? By the end of the day, I am saying, what was it worth it when all you have done is come out here and prove exactly what we already proved? What you did was you completely derailed everybody from a momentum. We were going for them, hook, line, and sinker. pressing them with questions and making it clear to the public that this girl, Tammy, the brother, Demar, all had opportunity to interact with Jayden in the moments when he went missing. Only for you, because before you did say you do a 360, I'm going to tell you it's a 180 you do because you're going on the opposite side. But now you're flipping doing a 360. Only for you to come right back full circle to the point where you started. And all you have done is slow it down, claiming that you set a rat trap. What rat trap did you set, brother? Because all I see is that you use the girl for content, getting information out of her that never said nothing other than she lie, and we don't know say she lie already. For then turn around, realize say it affect your pocket, jump back over upon the side of justice for Jayden where you condemn her, and slow everything down. You threw a spanner in the works, you turned people off of the case. People who were interested said, kiss me teeth, me can't bother this. Too much confusion. And move and step. I don't know what kind of prank mentality from TikTok you're flipping bringing to YouTube, you know. Because it's most some prank. Yeah? We have the pranksters on YouTube already. They are in their corner. We don't have pranksters when it comes to potential crime. When you're claiming that this is real investigative journalism work, it's not. People who go undercover don't go undercover while they're alive for the public to see. Them go undercover, them do them research, and then them come and whistleblow. Done already after them already do what them need to do with the information. You didn't do that. You were doing it while you were capitalizing on the boy's name. You were there building a video with lies, defending the family, to then turn around and say, you know, something, all she do is prove to me how she lie. And she needed to find somebody who would make her feel comfortable. You deceived her into getting information that we already knew. But then when you realize it never suit your pocket and you couldn't keep defending her, you decide, so you know, so me go ride the bandwagon what them want me for ride because me get more views and likes the way they. You're not true to the cause. You're true to your pockets. I'm telling you that now. Come sue. Send your lawyers. Send them. Send your cease and desist. Send them. Because this is one girl wasn't afraid of that. Yeah? Over here, we're experts when it comes to defamation letter and cease and desist. Make J-Pro tell you. We angle and triangle that. Yeah? So she take taxi by herself to Spurge. This reminds me of that case of the little girl and nothing came of it because there are so many hidden agendas. Exactly. And this is what can happen when you have people like this who are muddying the waters of the perception of the obvious. At the end of the day, we know that Shanique had ample opportunity to interact with Jayden during the time when he went missing. We also know that she was present in the island up until Wednesday. Therefore, when you guys are going on and on about Friday night is the point of disappearance, but not necessarily the point within which something took place with Jayden. Nobody is accounting for the Monday, the Sunday, the Monday, the Tuesday, the Wednesday. We get a little piece of Saturday. You understand? So when you come and you tell the public that the family is innocent, claiming that you were setting a rat trap so that Shanique could feel comfortable. It never work out for you, bro. So you switch the agenda and you come with something else, claiming that you're, She lie, man. She very deceptive. She lie. The OB stop work. We were blatantly pointing out all the lies from the get-go. She came and she told you more lies. She came and she told you about she taking a taxi to Spur Tree, like this person said. When Mr. T blatantly said he was the one who gave her the key and she and Tammy go on a Spur Tree. However them get there. Be it that Tammy drive or what. Him never drop them at no taxi stand. Him never mention it anyway. And with all the things that he was saying, I don't see why he would have mentioned that. You failed to ask crucial questions. You failed to get out of her what you wanted because you thought that you'd be the one to crack the case. And all she did was continuously tell you more and more lies to send you in a circle. And when you realized you couldn't squeeze out of her what you wanted, you threw her under the bus for the purpose of your pockets. Now, as much as we not care so she get thrown under the bus, because we don't have her off as a suspect already and a living demon. As much as that was extremely manipulative and it was unethical journalism. And it came up with nothing, no point. Because you did not bring anything different or new to the table at all. Nothing or different. Nothing different to the table. At all. Because say, for example, you had in fact gotten something out of Shanique that was of value. The first place you should have taken it to the police. And mum's the word. And go and beat the family. That's the smart and intelligent thing that you could have done. And your numbers would not have been affected. And your algorithms would have still been kicking. And the respect you had would have been maintained. But I'm not out here playing no games like some of these people. When they're going to quickly jump on that and go, oh, you see, a rat trap in the set and you see him sit down on some good piece of information there and yeah, man, I rare him not sit down on nothing good. He didn't bring anything to no police, and if he did, he could not be out here chatting it. And he ain't in touch with nobody who's no part of no investigation of Jayden Smith case. Bring the proof that you submitted something that is evidence. Show the attachment, show the email. Show it. Because it would have to have been done electronically. Via WhatsApp or something. Scratch the number out, show it. Some of you out here are very deceptive, very manipulative, and very wicked. And all you did was create chaos, upheaval, turn the case upside down. When we were going in a direction, you turned way backwards. You did all sorts of mess. And then you come keying it off like it was a prank. Why would she incriminate herself? She was just running rings around him. Exactly. That's all she was doing. She'd have given him a 6 for a 9 and turn him in a fool, in a baffle. That's all she was doing. And it's when him realized, same that turning an idiot, him decide, say, all right, we'll make a sacrifice you. I'm going to jump back pan this, so come in your corner, you know, but you're not give me what I want. About how you were making her comfortable. You weren't making her comfortable. You were damn comfortable. You were hoping that you could convince that it wasn't them. Hey, live and let live. Big up yourself. You were hoping that you could convince that it wasn't them. And it never worked out for you. So you decide, say, you're going to do something, we're going to jump back on this. So. Me can't take flip-flopping people. Shoot straight like an arrow if you want to deal with me. Me can't deal with it. Flip, flop. 1 minute there, so next minute there, so what is that? That is not putting justice for Jayden high on the agenda at all. All of this talking, and suing in the background. Me telling you straight people say Shanique never give him authority for release them voice note there. She never gave him authority to release it. Because here she cuss him say, look, oh, you have my voice all over the place. Ray. So you just get this information out of me so you can ray. At that time she realize. And God knows who else you've sent it to and blah, blah, blah. Spirit of deception that him bring around the case. Claiming that he's doing investigative journalism. How did that benefit the Justice for Jayden movement? I want you to tell me. If you see something that I don't, drop it in the comments. How did this interview, this dialogue, this revelation, how did this benefit Jane's case going forward? Please don't tell me. Make a sit back, I'm not going to just put my view pound, Defend up the blogger if you don't like what him did do. This is your opportunity. Hey, Lady V, big up yourself. This is your opportunity. Come forward and tell me, how did this information, how did this telling the whole of Jamaica lies that the family is innocent and there is no way Shanique could have committed this crime, and there is no way, and at the end of the day, I cannot in good faith come out here and know this information and not tell the Jamaican people my conscience could not be clear. Only tell me how any of all of that plus the revealed voice notes, how did that progress the Justice for Jayden movement? Did it? If it did, type Y if you can't bother the long typing. If it didn't, type N. Let me see. Real Flipper Flapper, I don't know who this guy is. Never been on this page. I learned about his name from you. I would never give a heartless person like that my time. See what end there? Me still await. Me want the whole of una answer because at 213 pounds wanna sit down yourself. And una have the right. Voice an opinion. Did it help the case at all? If you think it helped the case that he came out here with these leaked voice notes, if you think it progressed the case any closer to justice for Jayden, type Y. What is supposed to defend him? I come and say some of people them there over here. Defend him. Why? Otherwise, type N if it did not. That is all I'm asking. Because so far, that N, see, Wolipa N there, N. More N are gonna come. Because I see you know wise. When you take information, more N are come. When you took us off of the momentum where we were applying pressure on this family and getting to the point where they were clearly so uncomfortable they had to reach out to you, the weak link. And we were busy dealing with them to let them know that we know they took Jayden away and they did something to Jayden. And we know that Jayden Smith being missing from that household was no normal affair. And we know said Jayden run away. And we know said no child runs away from a loving home. And we know say Shanique come down mad because her picnic FEMA break. And we know say Shanique had all the motive in the world. And we know say Shanique and her brother probably bad mind this little boy because he was so intelligent and she used to be the shining star. And we know say that aunt would have do anything for cover up for her daughter. And that we know said the cousin didn't get beat because she give her water. Therefore, they did not care that Jayden was missing and there was no part to play from these people when it came to searching for Jayden. When we did that beat them, when we did dependent kiss, and you come with your pitiful self claiming that you have got information that you cannot appear in. that you cannot let go. Come and lie to the public about how you in touch with people who is investigating the case. How did that help? Where did that take us any further? I'd like to know how many steps further along did we get when it came to justice for Jayden. We took 10 steps back, and now we're going 5 steps forward. So we are 5 steps behind where we first started because of this arms house, these gimmicks, these games that you're playing around a missing child, as though it is not something serious. It's disgusting. I mean, I see how that benefited. All right, you see if him did do it? Listen, guys, because I'm going to be fair. If him did do the little foolishness and the way the man did it, it revealed something mind-blowing that get the police then to pick up their foot and accelerate. We would all be saying a different story because a human being, we're a hypocrite. You understand? Me not gonna fool you know. We would all be saying, oh my God. But listen to the man's line of questioning when he was talking to Shanique. The man's line of questioning sound like him a talk to him girl. The man's line of questioning was so feeble. And one conversation I heard, and I said, yes, man, that is how you ask question. The rest of it was all chitty chatter and friendly. You understand? Them was setting a rat trap. He was setting a rat trap for what? For himself? For himself, when he's a weasel, he can't fit in a rat trap on his tail? Because a weaselly behavior, this, you know. Weasel just like in a Godfather, the weasel them. The one that will come a friend and then take your life when you not look. It's not funny, Patricia. True. You understand? What rat trap did you set? Because this girl told you nothing. You claim that you had multiple files sent to you. You said that you had more than one itinerary. One was sent to you and deleted. So in that conversation that you had, why did you not ask the crucial question? What did you send me that you deleted? Or were you already in friend mode? Because that would have been something, even when my friend them a WhatsApp me people. Some of them depend. Them will tell you, if them delete something from the chat, me I said to them, say, wait. Why you just delete? I'm asking them, what you just deleted? Me. You can't just come and send something and unsend it. You are going to have to tell me, what is that? What is that? Did I miss? Yes. Okay. You're investigating and you don't say to her, say, hold on, what was that you unsent? How are you assuming that it was another itinerary? How are you assuming that? And okay, say you glimpsed it before it got removed. There's no way she could have removed it from you because you've already seen it. You think you take with a fool. Bro, you take with an idiot. Once you see a file in WhatsApp, unless it's a one view, and I don't see why she'd be sending you a one view because she would have expected you to download the relevant information, etc., etc. So once she sent you the information and you have seen it and you have spotted that it was another itinerary, how could she have deleted it out of your phone once you have already seen it? It don't work like that. It don't work so. I'm just trying to understand. Eh? So hold up. You then come on your platform and tell the public that she bought multiple tickets. So you know what now? Now we're going to make stuff up about Shanique because Shanique is the suspect. Yeah, mega beat her, yes. For Jayden, yes. Mega beat her and things will go so. She bought several tickets, people. You're selling the story that people want to hear now in order to rebuild yourself. That's what I'm telling you that you're doing. Because now you're saying things that are baseless because have you got evidence that she bought multiple tickets? You're just saying that. And this is where I disconnect from a lot of the bloggers who are actually addressing the Jayden Smith case because they're now saying stuff for the sake of saying it with no evidence at all. It's different from saying, I suspect, I believe, I think it is highly likely, than saying, she buy multiple tickets. Suzette Buckner say N. She just has say no. Suzette fast forward the live. Suzette just has say no. No, it's not helpful. She came and she told you that she went to the KFC that was in a different place. It's two KFCs. It's two completely different KFCs, right? There is the one that is really close to the hospital end, and then there is one that is close to Mega Mart. And she's saying she went to that one. Crucial question to ask is this. Shanique, come down from foreign. May I get a question you shouldn't ask her? Shanique, come down from foreign. Shanique are the foreigner. She come with the foreign dollars. Her child is in hospital, being looked after by her mother. Her child says, Mommy, I'm pain, and them deadly painkillers, because a broken femur is no joke. It's an extremely painful affair. And that child is highly medicated. And you believe that that child on the Friday would have been ready to name KFC. With all the pain that that child is in. But anyway, wait. The question to ask. So you went to go and get KFC before coming straight to the hospital to relieve your mother. And you only bought KFC for yourself? Listen. Your mother was there. Mr. T was there. Possibly Demar was there. Jayden had already gone. Because remember, Demar never go to school the Friday. You went to KFC to get chicken for your child. And you not bring none for Mr. T, none for the mother, none for anybody else that was at the hospital with your baby. What kind of stingy thing that? Because they claim that afterwards they went to Mother's to go and get dinner the night. And that they were calling Jayden. And then Demar claims that Jayden didn't have his phone. Why would they be going to go and buy Mother's and you go buy a KFC and carry that one chicken and chips go give your son and your mama dede and your brother dede. And even if you don't want to buy nothing for Mr. T, you don't want to buy nothing for Jayden because you don't like him anyway. Them did have to go buy more food for everybody eat the night. Which foreigner come to Jamaica and do that? Me just ask, Which? Because me don't know how uno setting up, but when me go, and me say me I go buy things are rare. Me I buy for everybody. And me I come with the foreign dollars. Everybody I get a one big bucket or two. Does that sound realistic to you? Does that sound like something that would be done? How much food them people you need so? But let me just say, that's one thing I would have asked her. You only bought KFC for your child? You didn't buy a one piece, a two piece for your mother? And she did the right there, so. Simple little details like that can throw off somebody when they're lying to you. You understand? You asked her questions, and I noticed that you cut out that Ramin was the one who transported her from the Montego Bay airport to the hospital. Why did you cut it out? That was Jayden's brother. Why was Jayden Smith's brother removed from the equation on your YouTube live? And then, because you're so deceitful, the weasel that you are, you take down the live. Because you never want people to revisit it and realize that what we were saying was true, that you deleted some parts. Especially as you went on Tiger's live and played it without deleting some parts. You're very conniving. Very conniving around Jayden Smith's name. And just as him spirit's going to ride that family, him spirits will turn around and ride you. For the lies and the deceit. You understand? How is it that I am... Hold on. Let me just show something. Hold on. Just wait. I mean, I want me information sure. All right. So, let me go do this now. Right. 1-876-962-2250. Try find the way for sure. Right? Time. 13:53. Me can't screenshot my numbers, guys. Because me that just show you say 13:53 I called that number. 1-876-962-2250. I spent 20 minutes. Because it's in an app, it won't allow me to screenshot it. I'm going to have to find a way. And then I'm going to post it in my community. I spent 20 minutes on the phone with the police. And they're breaking down to me that there's no way they can be working with any blogger on any case, much less the Jayden Smith case, which is still active. That they received no information from any blogger. That they are not in touch with any blogger. That they're not working alongside any blogger from no YouTube. Now, I don't know because Weasel might have tell the police I'm not a blogger. I don't know what the Weasel tell them. But me go as far as to say, look on the page. You understand? See page, yeah? And they're like, we don't know about this, but we're going to talk to this person. We're going to talk to that person. I'm just trying to understand. What does it benefit you? Other than to try to benefit your pocket when you come out and say these things. You need to show us proof of the so-called evidence that you claim that you send. Because if them a tell lie by you, You must have your evidence to back it. For sure, say, listen, I am indeed in touch with an investigator that's working on the case. I am indeed in touch with them. I did send them information. You're supposed to get a receipt. Send it. Put it up. Black out what you need for blackout and put it up. Like me, I go put up, say, me did indeed call them. Me, I go screenshot this. Me, I go find a way. If I even for photocopy the damn screen and scan it. And show that I did in fact speak to somebody today. I just want to know, what does it benefit you? What does it benefit you to tell this lie? And how? How? How do you think that you push this along? How? Tap twice on your screen to like up the live, please, and thanks. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I called at 1:53. I called at 1:53. It was too early. I called again at 3 minutes past 3. That are just after 9 o'clock Jamaica time. See it there. Stop messing around with Jayden Smith's name. I am going to put this on my community so you can go see. You understand? Stop messing around with Jayden Smith's name. If it is that you are here for justice for Jayden, you don't need to do theatrics and circus work. If you, in fact, do have crucial information, get it to the right authorities. If you have crucial information, get it to the right authorities. You came out here with one whole heap of braggadociousness. Oh, I kept encouraging her to sue all of the bloggers. I kept telling her, it doesn't take anything to do defamation. Shut your mouth, it takes money. Shanique is just a nurse. You think she can just be sending defamation letters to all of us and it don't put a chink in our pockets? You think it's easy to sue somebody when you're all the way in the States, to sue somebody in Jamaica and sue somebody in the UK? You think it's that easy? Big top shotter YouTubers try it with we. And it not go nowhere because it go broke them. So what are you talking about? When you're saying these things as though, oh, it's so easy, it's very easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. You got to be weighted financially to be able to sue across borders. You hear that? Him do have one damn thing. No, we don't. Remember, Anne-Marie said the chicken we bought at KFC when we reached home and Jayden was missing the chicken. We take home, nobody eat the chicken. She said nobody eat the chicken. And then she said she went to Mother's. She said Mother's. Her exact wording was she got Mother's. Them got Mother's. A Mother's chicken them go get. You understand? Mother's chicken them go get. Him talk about the fact that not everything she says lie. She's claiming that everything Mr. T said is the truth, but it's all mixed up and him a mix up Friday and Saturday. We know so that is crap. We know so that is crap. Mr. T is not that dense. But if she did not arrive Thursday night or in the wee hours of Friday morning, then how is Mr. T able to not only compare times and days, but also weather that coincides with the weather that Jayden was experiencing when he gave that umbrella away? It was raining. And the man said it rain, and a 2 time him see her. The man said to rain. You understand? And it was raining on the Friday. That's why Jayden had his umbrella. That's why Jayden gave his umbrella away. Nothing that Mr. T said was a lie. What is possible is that she did have another flight, because that flight gave a landing time that doesn't make sense. And the one person that can confirm it, you took him out of your major interview on YouTube. Why? Why are you avoiding questioning Remain? Because it sounds to me that this is one witness that we definitely have heard nothing from. And he is supposed to be the brother of Jayden Smith. The biological brother, maybe half, same father, different mother, but is him brother. I think she was in Jamaica before the baby accident. Does he think she would want her work colleagues to know that her name is associated negatively on her missing cousin? No, she would not want to sue anybody. She wouldn't want to. She can't afford to. I'm telling you that. She can't afford to. She can send a cease and desist letter. We can just ignore that ass. What she can do. We just ignore it. Nobody needs to listen or look at a cease and desist letter. You don't need to look. And if you want to go court, you go court. But court costs money. You understand? And she not have it like that. People out here would definitely have it more than she. Still can't manage it. So when he's talking about, oh, it's easy, it's simple, no, it's only going to cost this. It's stop going like some money can grow up on a tree and everybody can just reach that. It's a lie. Nothing that Yard Boss told you was new. That Mega said with him name. Nothing he told you was new. Everything he told you, we already actually knew. All he did was delay the progress in the Jayden Smith case. Delay it with antics, circus affairs, games, lies, deceit, and claims that him a set rat trap, which was a rat trap of rat droppings, cause a bear shit come out of it. Nothing of significance and nothing of importance to move the case along. And all those voice notes, had they been considered evidence, they would not be floating about on the internet. The only thing that the police tends to release, and that's after certain processes are done, is camera footage is usually the first, because it's about prompting the memory of the public and getting people to think, okay, I was there. That's me in the thing. I think I may have saw where this child went. And they failed to do that. And I'm going to tell you why the police are dragging their feet. You want me to tell you why? The mother of Jayden Smith is not confident enough. She's not forward enough to push and fight on behalf of her child. Because if the mother of Jayden Smith was to go and literally rend her garments at the foot of the police station and say, "Una find my pitney," and go on with herself and push and prod and ask them, what is the progress, and be a thorn in them skin, and get herself a representation from her local MP, and get herself representation from a lawyer, they could not be so slow on the Jayden Smith case. They would have to release that footage. I showed you situations where it was done before. We looked at videos where it was done before. The case of that young girl, the model. I'm gonna show you. When I was telling you straight that if we carry on, I want to carry on, there will be no justice for Jayden, and people vex. So me say it. I mean, telling you straight. Say, unless you guys hold the police and the investigation process to account, and it takes somebody close to Jayden to do it, not some willingly member of the public. Unless Jayden Smith's existing family, including his brother, remain was damn silent. Unless he gets representation and advocacy from his family members who will push to say, what have you done? Why can't you tell me what has happened to my brother or my son? Corruption is going to taint the process. Slowness, paperwork, bureaucracy, prioritizing other people over Jayden, who them consider to be who's who. I'm telling you, we're going to suffer the loss of this child. Andreen has gone silent, radio silent. And you, Mr. Blogger, were also a part of putting her in that spot when you actively told everybody that she was a drunk. And that is a lie. You went on Andre's platform and you teared down the mother of that child. So on top of her grief, she had to deal with that. You can't fool nobody over here, so. Because when you were going out with your shenanigans, then I knew that was shenanigans. I said, look upon him. Look at the things that he's doing. When he claims, no, it is a rat trap he was setting. The weasel was trying to set a rat trap, people. You're on the phone with chat and laugh. I text chat and laugh and I tell her if it's easy or whatever, you dip on your live, I beat her. I cuss her. I threaten for sue her. You know, sister, yeah, Panama shit. 2-mouth cutlass. Very deceptive. It's who you are. And we don't want that kind of spirit there around the investigation of Jayden Smith. We don't need that. If you can't straight up with people, I better you keep by your mouth. Could it be she's afraid? Possibly. She's probably afraid of the system because she doesn't know her rights. Exactly, which is why she need a lawyer. And to me, if they had said that they were actually getting a lawyer to fight for advocacy or to present advocacy or an advocate, a legal advocate for the mother, that is not something that people need to hide. If you're raising funds for that, even that lawyer could do a video and say, listen, I am the lawyer. I am based here. I am happy to do this. Please contribute to this and blah, blah, blah to support Andreen. That is something the Jamaican public would have pumped money in because them know said there is an actual lawyer. There's no reason to hide lawyer, but private investigator, we don't know if the private investigator a Pink Panther. We don't know who the private investigator is. We don't know which private investigator, who organized it. We don't know nothing about no private investigator. The private investigator if stay private and can't show their face. And for all me know, private investigator money could be private in your pocket. Me no know. Me don't know you. So that is something that we could have definitely worked on. If Andreen was willing. But now she gone in. Well, nobody even knows where Andreen is. Matter come and him mess up in relationship with her. You understand? She and him a go to so till it fall out probably permanently now. Me don't know if them fix back because them did a vex angry. She end up I tell Andre Stevens about him bumbo because she feels say him a confuse her. And then what's now? She go here upon the live say she a drunkard. Mother, father, brother, silent. Me even forget say father they both. The way him silent, me I'll forget say him they both. But I know that one is a documented drunk. Real documented drunk, that one. Because people from the era all confirm say my drunkard. He always say on them room. You see me I say? No real steps were taken to actually put pressure on the police. Because you see, if the police say, listen, Jayden not a representative, yes, sir. Because the Janker family them we claim say they want justice and this one she we are talking about, oh, we want to keep we want to keep Jayden's name out there and I even went, she was only interested in getting lawyer to go and slap defamation case on people. She wasn't interested in anything else, people. She did not care to actually go out there and find out what happened with Jayden. She wasn't interested in that. She didn't only want to put money in there for protect her image and her reputation. And she was the only thing where the blogger say will make sense is that she was so busy listening to all the other bloggers. And everything that other bloggers were saying, she was able to regurgitate even when she claims that she didn't listen. That are true. And that gave off a spirit of guilt. That are true. You understand? But you know what else is true? She knew that you were the one that she could approach. Because she see the spirit of deviousness in you. And she knew she could have get to you. You understand? It's not about your calmness. It might be about who she considers to be the most gullible. She can't approach me. Police, she need to go. Jail, prison. She can't approach me. If she's innocent, she need to get somebody for fight on her behalf if she's afraid to do it. But she can't approach me. She can't approach J-Pro. Maybe Tiger. Because owner from TikTok is a different ilk. Yeah? Different league. Right? Maybe Tiger. Remember, said she was all over TikTok before. People were willing to have her on their platforms. Me? No. Darkness and light can't mix. One of us need to be untouched. And completely separate and apart from everybody. I mean that. Because I will observe all I know. Every single one. And I'm not afraid to talk on anybody because me I know come below. J-Pro will tell you, say, I'll in me, we go 5 minutes pay. But it don't mean nothing other than I don't agree. So somebody has to be separate and apart of this process to observe where this is going and how it can go. And I have told you guys before many times, I want to don't listen. And then when you don't listen now, you're not going to go like someone never hear it from me. But that's okay. I said the next step forward is to hold the Jamaica Constabulary Force to account, to officially complain about how the Jayden Smith case has been handled, to get an investigation going into the police investigation team and how they have handled Jayden Smith's case to see if justice has been thwarted as a result of them being lapse and slack with key witnesses and evidence. But telling us that that's the next step. That's the only way you're going to find out why Them hit a wall. Big up yourself, Anne. That's the only way you're going to find out. But no, you're going to keep exploiting Jayden Smith's name, doing circus acts, running around in a circle. I'm not going to be a part of that, but I am definitely going to call it out when I see it. Anyway, if you have made it this far, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. And of course, click the bell if you're new to my channel. Make sure to click the bell now, because I will if I want to click subscribe. Click the bell. See the bell? Just click it. Yeah, you'll see two little wiggly lines beside it. That means you're notified when I drop a video or whenever I go live. We continue to say justice for Jayden. Please drop some purple hearts for Jayden for me, please, because that is what we do. We've been doing that consistently from the start of this whole thing. When we say justice for Jayden, we mean purple hearts for Jayden, and it will remain consistent on this platform. What we think, we have not stopped thinking that. The family them need to be investigated again. Shanique had ample time to interact with Jayden Smith. She had the opportunity and the motive to get rid of Jayden Smith. The family needs to be investigated again because multiple lies were told and we have already broken down the lies. The police dragged their feet. 2 weeks is how long it took to interview Demar. Alibi bill. Evidence dash. Something wasn't done right. This is your girl, Head Teacher K, and I'm out. Bye.